All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your voice, Suns fan Randy in the building. And is it me or is it like I feel like this team find a new way to embarrass us like every time. It's like they sit around and they talk about it. They like, how can we embarrass these niggas this time? Like they find so many different ways. Like you kind of got to tip your cap. You know what I mean? Like just like the amount of ways that they can figure out a way to embarrass us. But it's just one game. At the end of the day, like I get it. I hear, you know what I'm saying? Like I get some people jumping out the window, like, oh man, what the fuck? But it's one game, and I feel like we need is one in Minnesota. Like whether if we either won this one and then lost the next one, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. Even going down 0-2, I still feel like a little confident. Like I don't know why. But I still feel a little confident in this team still. My confidence ain't gone just because, to be honest, all right. So Book dropped what? 18 on 15 to 16, shooting what he turned the ball over. He had one turnover, so he didn't turn the ball over too crazy. But like let's keep it a bean, Suns fans. Let's keep it a bean. There's a couple people in this league that can guard Devin Booker, and Jaden McDaniels is one of them. And so yeah, so he got to figure out. He really got to sit down and figure out how to get out of this Jaden McDaniels jail because he got that nigga locked up, and I feel like that's gonna be the key to the series. Like if Book can figure him out, or whatever the case may be, or kind of get his shit going, or trying to figure out a way to come off a screen. Because I feel like what he was doing wasn't working. Like I see what you tried to do. Like you tried to get him to come off the screen, get him on your hip, and try to do that, but he too long. Pause for that. You know what I mean? Like he was still like contesting your shot real good. So it's like it seemed like whenever he make a move, like he gotta go. Like he gotta commit to be like, all right, like I gotta come off and make the move fast. Like, I can't try to put him on my hip and then try to get to my spot like that. That's just not working. So and to all the KD fans, you know what I'm saying, that come in here and throw stats and all this other shit. I feel like I don't know because I feel like this is kind of KD series for us, like for us to win it. But then I feel like today, how we lost today, just I feel like discouraged me. Like the way he came out, I was like, okay, cool. Like maybe KD can carry us this series because I feel like just if you even if you go back and watch the game when we played the T Wolves, like whenever Jaden McDaniels was playing, D Book had games like this. So we kind of needed everybody else to kind of chip in and do what they do and just, you know what I mean? And I feel like KD got the biggest mismatch in the sense of even though Rudy Gobert is, you know what I'm saying, all defensive, whatever. I still don't think he could fuck with KD on a perimeter. I don't think that he could fuck with him in the mid. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that Rudy Gobert can guard him off the dribble. You know what I mean? And so and that like I said, I feel like it's kind of KD series for us to win, but I feel like the way that we lost today lets me know I feel like okay, like if Book don't get going, then we in some deep shit. You know what I mean? We are in some deep shit. Um, I'm not too mad at anybody else. Nurk did what he could. Grayson Allen, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like he just couldn't hit shit from three. But I feel like Grayson Allen have nights like this. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like ain't shit falling or whatever the case may be. So it's just like, damn, dog. Like you wait to the playoffs. Eric Gordon, the same thing. And I feel like when I was watching it, one of my biggest takeaways is that like we have to shoot the three. Like we shot 28 threes today. And I feel like just to keep Minnesota honest, we have to shoot the three. Like we cannot overpass. And that was one thing I seen that we did. Like niggas was passing up shots, overpassing. It's just like we have to shoot the three, make it or miss it, or whatever the case may be. Like we have to shoot it just to keep them honest because they know obviously we want to get to the mid range. So it's just like all they're gonna do is pack the paint, pack the midi. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta shoot the three whenever it's there. Like whether if you make it or miss it, just to keep them niggas honest. And that's just I feel like the biggest adjustment. A couple people too, where I feel like I don't know how I feel about Royce O'Neal playing. Like I don't know if this is his series to play. Like he played okay today, but I feel like if we had threw Bobo those minutes today, I feel like it would have been better because number one, he helped Bobo helped with rebounding and also Bobo helped with the short roll. Because I feel like we gotta figure out we gotta number one, when we go back and they watch film or whatever, they gotta understand that Nurk is wide the fuck open on the pick and roll because they blitzing whoever got the ball, right? So it's just like Nurk is wide open on the short roll and whatever the case may be. So it's just like they kind of got to see that, identify that, trust Nurk to make the right decision on the short roll. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe Thaddeus and maybe Bobo could be better suited in that situation because I feel like Bobo can do a lot of things off that short roll. He can attack, he can pass, whatever the case may be. And then, like I said, rebounding too. So he helped us on that regard. And so yeah, I just feel like Bobo not getting no tick tonight was a little interesting. He played obviously at the end of the game, but it was like by that time it was already over with. But Eubanks ain't give me shit, and like I said, I feel like we definitely could have seen some Bobo minutes, and just the minutes all together. I feel like was weird. I feel like Book and Katie sat too long, but my thing is like I feel like you should have sat Book down a little bit longer because it's just like he didn't have it going. So it's just like let's try something else. Like let's do something else. Like let's go a different direction with it and just see what it do. I like I liked how we played. I feel like we played a little bit better when Book was off the floor. You know what I'm saying tonight. So like I said, all in all, it's one game. Shout out to the T-Wolves. They did their thing. They caught fire in that third quarter, and that was essentially the story of the game, for real, for real. And then it seemed like they just kind of kept that head of steam just all the way through. But I still like the way we looked, you know what I'm saying, against them. I think that Cat didn't really do too much. Um, I can take Anthony Edwards getting involved late, you know what I mean? If we could build the lead up, you know what I mean? Like obviously Anthony Edwards is gonna get his, he's gonna get off, he's gonna find a way. But I appreciate how we can figure out a way to shut him down for a half or a quarter. So it's just like the main thing with the Suns right now is that we need to start off hot. Like we cannot afford to go cold. You know what I mean? Like we cannot afford to do that. Mike Conley was out there doing this. Oh, he only finished with 4 points, but I just feel like if you watch the game, you seen how he was just like attacking and just moving the ball and getting a hockey assist and you know what I'm saying, doing what he needs to do. But all in all, it's still a very winnable series. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing today that was like, oh shit, like we are like, you know what I'm saying, like shit, like they better than what we expected. You know what I mean? Like we got a bad game from Book, a decent game from Katie, and literally nobody else showed up. Like literally nobody else on the bench like contributed anything outside of Royce O'Neal. So I don't see that happening again. So it is what it is. But enjoy y'all win, man. Minnesota. Until next time. Peace.